German carmaker Audi entered the Hong Kong market 5 years ago. I interviewed Rene Koneberg, Managing Director of Audi Hong Kong and Macau, about trends in the industry and how the company has managed to grow so fast in the last year. Okay, so Rene, last year Audi was the fastest growing premium brand with more than 15% of the market share. What do you think drove those sales here in Hong Kong?
The first element is actually enlarging our footprint, bringing new models to the market. The second part, I think actually Hong Kong is an ideal market for a test lab, is a pilot market. So this market in Hong Kong is ideal to try new technology, try new mobility concepts and try actually digitalization or online products.
What are some of the other kind of new ideas that you've tested in Hong Kong that have been taken up that maybe surprised you?
Offline and online world is actually getting and merging together. So for the customer, it doesn't really matter where they go, they can purchase their car anywhere.
So do you see this as a growing trend? I mean, you have it in e-commerce now. You have a lot of the big shops closing down their stores. Is this what's going to happen to maybe dealerships? You're going to have more buyers online or more virtual dealerships?
We launched a concept which is called Audi City. It's a virtual showroom, and within the virtual showroom you have maybe 2 or 3 cars which are physically there, but then everything else is digital, and the customer can see on the large screens how the car looks like. What we will have is VR glasses, so actually you can see the car inside, you can see the car outside, you can walk around the car. There's actually a technology there where you can go inside the engine, so you see how the engine is working. It also reduces the footprint of the dealership, so therefore, like in Hong Kong, for example, you can go with this concept in a shopping mall.
Why does it seem there's a move to really encourage customers to buy online?
I think it's down to actually customer behavior. It's, especially here in Hong Kong, everybody is used to actually ordering online. The food you can order online, you order your clothes online. And why shouldn't it be also possible to order online your car?
What are some of the other trends that you're seeing in the car industry? Electrification has to be one of them. Are you coming out with a new electric car?
In 2018, we will come out with a, we call it a C-BEV. It's a SUV vehicle, also fully electric and also a range of 500 kilometers. For Audi, I think it's more or less, we want to bring every year a new vehicle. So for the next 5 years, you will see actually every year we will come up with a new electric vehicle.
Will they have enough charging stations in Hong Kong?
In Hong Kong, you need to have a lot of charging stations to facilitate that everybody can charge their electric vehicle.
Right now, you have to charge your car according to brand. Do you see some kind of standardization when it comes to charging stations?
So this standard needs to come, and the manufacturers are working now closely together to build a standard.
Other areas of standardization when it comes to the new technologies that you're implementing in your cars that you see happening?
There's obviously different standards between Europe, Asia and America, but you will see actually the harmonization in the world of all these same standards.
Electrification seems to be the trend. How long are petrol cars going to remain on the roads, do you think?
You will have technology like plug-in hybrid, which is just for me a bridging technology between now and actually till fully electrification. At the moment, from electric vehicles cannot go long distances, so therefore you need plug-in hybrid technology. And I'm the spokesperson for passenger cars. And we have a constant dialogue with the government trying to enhance the situation concerning charging stations. And there's a very, very positive dialogue.
So what are some of the things you think need to be changed as far as passenger vehicles go, whether it's policy or infrastructure here in Hong Kong?
Some of the legislation which is in place at the moment is, I would say, a little bit outdated. One example would be the parking, automated parking. Here in Hong Kong at the moment is that the engine has to run, the driver has to sit in the car. So we cannot bring this technology. The benefit for Hong Kong, you would actually be able to have more cars parked in the same space.
So you mean more cars parked in a smaller space because doors don't need to be opened?
Correct, that's it. So we are talking to the government to enhance the legislation on this issue.
Right now, the government is trying to limit the number of passenger cars on the road. How does your company feel about this, and are there any moves you're making to address this policy?
We have a system there in place which is actually called, it's a car sharing system. One condominium, you have different vehicles parked there, and the customer can use the mobile phone and book time from the car. That means book for 1 hour, 2 hours, and it's a car sharing model.
Now, you've recently returned from the Shanghai Auto Show. What are some of the really interesting trends that you saw there?
I can see also here in Hong Kong, and this we saw also in Shanghai, a lot of people, they love sporty cars, high performance vehicle. We transform the technology from a racing car into a road car.
Okay, so people want to feel like Michael Schumacher or Jenson Button.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great, thank you so much, Rene.
You're welcome. Thank you very much, Melissa.